What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here, and welcome to our daily show where we discuss the fourth stimulus check update, the two new upcoming packages, and the next stimulus package, as well as what is going on in the world today. Multiple different things to cover today. We're going to cover Medicare for seniors, additional stimulus items in the next stimulus package, the fourth stimulus checks, IRS tax refund, and unemployment $10,200 tax refund delays and why that's happening, as well as a fight between the Democrats and the Republicans that just might lead to the passing of stimulus even faster, as well as former President Donald Trump, I should say, is no longer the leading candidate for the Republican Party, according to a new poll. I will let you know who is the leading candidate in this video. But first, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on new updates. I will keep you up to date on everything stimulus related, as well as news that you need to know about. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. It's completely free to do so. New videos come out every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, if you can, hit the like button for us. It really helps out our channel. The Republicans in the Senate blocked a voting rights bill that was actually just the opening stages to discuss how to combat the voting rights kind of debate that is going on right now. And here's what happened on the Senate floor.
On this vote, the yeas are 50, the nays are 50. 3/5 of the senators duly chosen and sworn not having voted in the affirmative. The motion is not agreed to.
Madam President.
Mr. Majority Leader.
Madam President, I want to be clear about what just happened on the Senate floor. Every single Senate Republican just voted against starting debate on legislation to protect Americans' voting rights. Once again, the Senate Republican minority has launched a partisan blockade of a pressing issue here in the United States Senate, an issue no less fundamental than the right to vote. Could we have order, Madam President?
The Senate will be in order.
The non-passing of this bill has actually brought Democratic Senator Joe Manchin, who is a moderate-leaning Democratic senator, closer back to the Democratic side. He voted with the Democrats on this, tried to make a deal with the Republicans, and the Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell shot him down. Senator Joe Manchin is not very happy about this. Again, he did vote with the Democrats ultimately and tried to bring a deal with the Republicans and Democrats together over this voting rights bill, and the Republicans all voted against it. And this has got to have Senator Joe Manchin a little ticked off as he tried to be the bridge of the gap, and I think he's seeing that Republicans and Democrats do not very often agree together, and this is probably leading the way for what's going to happen with the next passing of the next stimulus package and possibly the next infrastructure package combined together and pass through the reconciliation process, which will need the crucial vote from Senator Joe Manchin to pass any bill through the reconciliation process, just like they did with the third stimulus check package, which was what happened is not a single Republican voted yes on the third stimulus check or the third stimulus check package, and the Democrats, all 50 of them in the Senate, needed to vote yes on it, and they did, and 99% of the House Democrats needed to as well, and that's likely what we're going to see happening with this next stimulus and the next stimulus package. Joe Manchin's kind of been the wild card there, and you know, the Republicans basically going against him after him trying to bridge the gap is kind of showing him that negotiations really aren't working. And in fact, a lot of more people are talking about getting rid of the filibuster, which would be the rule where you need 60 votes to pass a normal bill, like this bill that just failed on voting rights. They needed 60 votes, and that's the only reason it failed. More and more people are coming out and saying that they need to get rid of the filibuster because it's just way too much of a blockade in the Senate to get that 60 votes. And in fact, as you can see here in this article back from July 29th in 2017, when the Republicans controlled the House and the Senate and the presidency, former President Donald Trump at the time, who was president, called for the end of the filibuster and said that Senate Republicans, quote, looked like fools because they wouldn't get rid of the filibuster, they were trying to, but were not successful. And former President Donald Trump wanted them back in 2017 and 2018 to get rid of the filibuster when they were in power. Now, Democrats want to get rid of the filibuster. And honestly, getting rid of the filibuster would make it easier for Democrats or Republicans, whoever happens to be in control of the Senate. The Senate seems to flip-flop like every couple years because it's literally a 50-50 tie right now, and the tiebreaker goes to the Vice President, Kamala Harris. If the Republicans gain a single seat in the Senate next year, they will take control of the Senate and no longer be the Democrats. Both sides have tried to get rid of the filibuster. And remember, the filibuster is the rule that you need 60 votes to get rid of the filibuster. It used to be worse, and they've weakened the filibuster as the years have gone by. As you can see here in this article, there's nothing sacred about the filibuster. It's been amended repeatedly by Republicans and Democrats in the past. In 1917, the Senate instituted a means for officially cutting off the debate through a supermajority. Before this, there was no means of stopping a filibuster at all. With this change, cutting off the debate now required 2/3 of all senators, 67 votes, for the filibuster. In 1974, the Senate eliminated the filibuster for budget bills, aka the budget reconciliation process. In 1975, the Senate lowered the threshold to 60 votes for the filibuster. In 2013, the Senate eliminated the filibuster entirely for federal executive branch appointees and judicial appointments other than the Supreme Court. And in 2017, Mitch McConnell and the Republicans eliminated the filibuster for Supreme Court nominees. By the way, in case you're wondering, as you can see here, with just 50 votes, you can eliminate the filibuster. You do not need 60 votes to do it, and there's a pretty complicated scenario of how to do it that you could Google this article and read about it if you want to, but just know that you really only need 50 votes to do and eliminate the filibuster. Eliminating the filibuster would drastically change the way the Senate works. You would only need 50 or 51 votes to pass any bill in the Senate for Democrats or Republicans, whoever happens to control the Senate. And multiple stimulus packages, reform Social Security increases, Medicare expansion, the 3 different Social Security increases that are currently proposed, stimulus checks, all sorts of stimulus provisions and other bills would simply be able to pass one by one through quick single bills, just a single bill. Boom, we want to raise Social Security. Here's a bill just on raising Social Security. We don't need to bundle it in with 47 other things in a big, large package because we can only, use the reconciliation process a certain amount of times. They could do that one by one. Boom, we want to raise Social Security. All right, let's draft the bill, and bam, we vote on it tomorrow, and it's just that. It's just a single bill, and boom, it's passed. Literally could be that fast. The problem is that when you have to negotiate between 2 different parties, whether the Republicans control the Senate or the Democrats control the Senate, remember the Republicans just controlled the Senate and tried to get rid of the filibuster as well when they were in power. Both sides see that it's very, very difficult to work with the other side when one party's in power, which there's always one party in power. So if they get rid of the filibuster, it would drastically change the way they're able to pass bills and would make passing bills in the Senate probably literally 10 times easier. As I said, they could pass single bills. Medicare extra benefits, boom, pass it tomorrow. Social Security raises, boom, pass tomorrow. Standalone bill for a forced stimulus check, not have to bundle it in with 57 other things in the stimulus package or 2 packages combined through the infrastructure and stimulus package combined. Yeah, they wouldn't need to do that. They could just literally, we need a stimulus check. Everybody's hurting. Bam, we pass it tomorrow. That's how easy it would be without the filibuster. And again, I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a Republican, and that's why I showed you articles that literally the Republicans wanted to get rid of the filibuster just 3 years ago. Democrats want to get rid of it now, and whether you're Republican or Democrat, the reality of it is it would make it way easier for whoever's in charge of the Senate, just happens to be the Democrats right now, to pass bills. 10 times easier to pass bills in the Senate, including bills that would help out the American people, stimulus checks, Social Security raises, Medicare expansion, additional benefits, an extension of the child tax credits, those monthly checks that are going to start for children on July 15th. By the way, last night at 8 p.m., I had a very, very in-depth video about the child tax credit and the IRS's new website. Major announcement on that. I'll link you to that at the end of this video. If you have children or your family, anybody, children in your family or your friends, you definitely need to watch that video because very important information about the monthly checks that are going to start for children on July 15th. So let me know your thoughts on the filibuster. Do you think they should reduce it down to where you only need 50 to 51 votes in the Senate, which is how the House of Representatives is? You only need one vote past 50% to pass a bill in the House. It's the Senate, yeah, in the House of Representatives. It's the Senate that has this restrictive 60 votes, 60% rule that, as you've seen, they've been whittling it down. They've been weakening it throughout the years. And one of these years, whether it's Republicans or Democrats, they're going to get rid of the filibuster or weaken it down enough to where it's not a substantial hindrance anymore to pass bills in the Senate. Also, if you're waiting on a tax refund or a $10,200 unemployment tax check, where the third stimulus check package made the $10,200 of unemployment income tax-free from last year, which means the average person that had unemployment income will receive an additional $1,000 check. Yeah, the IRS says that there's going to be even more delays. The IRS flagged 5.2 million tax returns for fraud last year, a nearly 50% increase over 2019. And of those, 1.9 million were tagged for identity screening and additional ID verification to get your even your third stimulus check, and this may even come into play with the child tax credits. 63% of refunds vetted for ID theft, identity theft, turned out to be legitimate. Yeah, about 18% of flagged refunds took longer than 4 months to arrive. And the IRS protected $2.5 billion in losses due to identity theft filers in 2019 alone. So yeah, there's significant IRS tax delays, unemployment tax delays, and if your tax return is flagged for potential theft or ID verification, you're going to have to go through an ID verification process, and that could delay even your third stimulus check. That could be the reason if you haven't gotten your third stimulus check, why it's delayed. It could delay your fourth stimulus check when that's approved. It also could delay your $10,200 unemployment tax refund, and it also could delay your child tax credits. So yeah, if you're waiting on any of those, you'll have to wait for information from the IRS, but just know there are significant delays, and I will keep you updated on them. President Biden is expected to meet with a bipartisan group this week to discuss the latest negotiations over the infrastructure proposals, whether or not they're going to pass that with Republican support. Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer are meeting with the White House on this infrastructure package, as Chuck Schumer is drafting documents to go it alone without the Republicans over the next stimulus check package, the next stimulus package, and the infrastructure package combined, and to pass it without Republican support. Really, President Biden's being urged on two different sides. He's being urged to just pass the bill with Republicans and take the smaller deal with the Republicans on the infrastructure bill. But he's also being urged by progressive Democrats to not take a smaller bill and to pass a larger bill combined between the two. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and Senator Bernie Sanders, the Senate Budget Chairman, are pushing for him to, or all the Democrats, I should say, to go ahead with a $6 trillion combined bill, which would leave an additional $2 trillion, or 1.9 to $2 trillion, on top of what those two, the stimulus package and the infrastructure package bill cost, which would leave almost $2 trillion available for other things like a fourth stimulus check, the monthly recurring stimulus checks that so many Democrats are already pushing for to be included in this next stimulus package, $1,000 monthly stimulus checks that would go until 1 year after the pandemic is officially declared over from the government, is an official bill introduced in the House of Representatives, and has over half of the Democrats are in favor of monthly stimulus checks to be included in this next package. That extra $2 trillion that they added to the infrastructure package could pay for, let me see here, 5 different stimulus checks of $1,400 each. 5 of them. Okay. In addition to this, there's another $2 trillion. It actually might be about $1.7 trillion now that the $350 billion is going out to states, cities, and counties which states, cities, and counties are using for their own stimulus checks, like the California $600 stimulus checks and the other states that are proposing state stimulus checks and state mortgage assistance, rental assistance, property tax assistance, and utility assistance programs. There's about $1.7 to $2 trillion that is passed from past stimulus packages that is unused. So between the two of those, there's almost $4 trillion that they could use for any type of stimulus checks, Social Security raises, Medicare expansions to include hearing, dental, vision, and hearing aids completely for free in this next package. By the way, I get some comments from people saying, I already get vision or dental coverage with my Medicare. Well, you're probably actually paying extra money for that through a supplemental plan. As you can see here, Medicare doesn't cover most dental care, dental procedures, or supplies like cleaning, fillings, tooth extractions, dentures, etc., etc. Medicare Part A will pay for certain dental services when you're in the hospital only. So dental and eye care is not included in Medicare. If you have that, let me know and let our viewers know how much you pay for the extra vision or dental care or hearing care. Let me know how much you pay down below in the comments, because if they pass this Medicare expansion to include hearing, dental, vision, and hearing aids, first of all, I think it's like 75% of seniors don't have coverage for that at all. The other people that do pay for that, they pay extra for it, and then you could actually not have to pay for it anymore because it would be covered for free through Medicare. So that's why I want to see how much you guys are paying down below in the comments. So if you're paying $50 a month for all those additional, insurance coverage, that would be basically a savings of $600 per year, because you would get it for free from Medicare. So it'd be like getting an additional $600 stimulus check every single year, because you wouldn't have to pay for that additional coverage. And honestly, we're getting more and more support for this dental, vision, hearing, and hearing aid coverage to be included into Medicare in this next package, along with Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer saying he now backs it. He's the most important person in the Senate, along with Senator Bernie Sanders, who has been pushing for this, and I think this would probably be included in the next package. Also, as promised, in a new poll, former President Donald Trump is no longer the leading candidate for the Republican Party, at least based on this poll, for the next presidential election in 2024. Former President Donald Trump has always been kind of in the lead, or just expected to be the next presidential candidate for the Republicans. Well, according to this new poll, he's no longer the leading Republican candidate. And that new leading Republican candidate is Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who just beat former President Donald Trump in a 2024 presidential straw poll. Of the 30 Republican candidates that were polled, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis was number one. Former President Donald Trump came in second, and a distant third was Senator Ted Cruz, followed by Mike Pompeo and Tim Scott. Former Vice President Mike Pence did not make the top 5 Republicans based on at least this initial polling. So let me know in the comments, if you're a Republican, would you rather have Florida Governor Ron DeSantis be your Republican candidate for the next election, presumably against current President Biden, or would you rather have former President Donald Trump? And who do you think gives the Republicans a better chance to win if you're a Republican? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below. I will keep you up to date with everything stimulus check related, as well as news you need to know about with unbiased opinion. I'm not Republican, I'm not Democrat. I'll tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly coming from both sides here on this channel. Remember, new videos come out every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't miss any episodes so you don't miss out on new information. If you haven't yet, clicked on this video here about the child tax monthly checks that are starting on July 15th. Really important information you need to click on if you have any children or friends or family that have children. Or you can click on this video here to watch my newest stimulus check video. And this bottom video is about President Biden's Social Security raise proposal. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.